Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. I'm here with Patrick. He is also a YouTuber and a seasoned trader. If you want to check out how to trade properly, you could check out his channel. He's a well-vetted trader. And him and I have done a two-part series video of some of my top altcoin holdings. And today we're going to show you three more of my top altcoin holdings. You're going to laugh at some of the coins that I have. And take a look at his video and laugh at the coins that I did on his videos because it's pretty funny.
Yeah, they
Don't
caught
you agree?
some of them caught me by surprise. I'm not gonna lie.
So Patrick, tell us a little bit about yourself first.
All right, so I am a crypto YouTuber. Like there are many out there, like yourself now as well. After the channel blew up, right? Um,
Yeah.
Make videos on news, stuff like that. Also a trader. I used to trade stocks. Now, obviously, the volatility in crypto got me interested in trading crypto. So I do some like regular altcoin trades, some leverage trading, all the common stuff. I don't use the same strategy you use. I don't use the great name strategy, but yeah, I
The
use
little old lady.
the little old lady strategy. Love the name, but I use just different technicals and stuff like that. But that's basically it.
Awesome, awesome. So, what would be your number one rule for newbie traders?
Newbie trade. This is easy. Only go in with a small percentage and secure profits. That's basically a one. That's a one. That's a one roll together. I'm putting them together. Only go in with a
Okay.
small percentage. You never know what happens in crypto. Make sure you have a lot of them. Majority of them will hit profit if you do things correctly. Some of them won't. And there you go. And then take out profit. Otherwise, then make sure you pay yourself.
Awesome, awesome. So, as Bitcoin traders, right, and people in the media, uh, people have come to us asking for help, and we get a lot of sad stories, don't we?
Tons, tons.
What's the worst story that you've ever had?
Oh, we were just talking about. The story that I ever had or I've ever
Like the
heard.
worst heard, sorry.
Oh, heard. Yeah. We were just talking about that. It has to be the Twitter meme. I'm sure everyone has seen it. I actually talked about it in a video yesterday just to make sure people, to make people feel a little bit better about what they're into. But it was the guy Greg on Twitter who bought 1,700 Bitcoin at 6 cents, sold it at 30, and he was upset that he didn't hold it until $8 because it hit $8.
Wow.
Little did he know it'd be worth $32 million at the top of Bitcoin.
Oh man. So I'm interested to know, how did you get into crypto? What was the first time that
How did I
you
get into crypto? I think it's been like
heard about it?
probably like 2 years at this point. I heard a little bit about it before, but didn't. I mean, the same story as you say. I didn't take it too seriously, but I wasn't smart enough to go in and try and prove people wrong. I just kind of heard about it. I was like, oh, this like I just didn't hear enough about it to catch my interest. Then
Magic internet money.
man, magic internet money, and
Well,
then
whatever.
started moving on. Then I saw a video on it, and I was like, started to make a little bit of sense. And then one of the things I've been always fascinated by is like understanding the secrets and like the way things work that I think most people ignore, like the way the banking system works, like the way all that, the power that certain people have. And I started looking into it and just thinking about the next generation coming up. I also like to trade off psychology and invest off psychology, and I think the next generation of people coming up don't like being told what to do. And I think that's something we're seeing more and more happen is them going against what people tell them what to do. So I think the moment they figure out they don't have control over their money is going to be like the moment they actually figure that out, because I think no one actually knows that at this point, right? The moment they figure that out, there's going to be something going against that. And here's crypto.
That's true. That's true. I mean, like, I really hate credit cards. I mean, like, half the time I buy something for my kids. I order like digital assets, and then they cut off my credit card. Oh,
Yeah.
this we're doing that for your own protection. Well, thanks a lot.
Like, I want this though. You don't understand. It's not my protection if I want this.
Exactly. And yeah, it gets annoying, right? Over and over again when you enter in your credit card, and then sometimes it's like, oh, well, on this store it works, but on the other one it doesn't work. Like Ali, I think there's a Chinese store that I forget what it's called, Ali something.
Is it Alibaba or
Yeah,
AliExpress,
exactly.
all that stuff?
AliExpress, that's it. None of my credit card. I've tried. I have like 10 different cards, and none of them work. And I don't understand how's that possible.
Right. I
I
mean,
just want to buy
the big
something.
part that got me was I think the other day I forget what the exact numbers are, but I just realized how much like big banks are fined for things that they aren't supposed to be doing. They just kind of pay off the fine and then keep going to what they're doing. And I was just sat there like, that's all we do, huh? We just fine them a small fraction of the money they made. Like if they manipulate them, they make billions and tens of billions, and you come in and fine them 1 billion. It's
Yeah, yeah,
it's a profitable trade for them. They're just gonna keep doing it.
exactly. Well, that the banking system is 40% of our industry now in the United States. Well, in the United States at least. 40%
It's huge.
of the industry. What? What? You don't make anything anymore in the
uh,
United States?
yeah.
Wow.
It's
You-
crazy.
Yeah, I know, I know. Anyways, I think everybody's excited to see
Oh yeah.
my my next three coins.
And if you're
And
not,
let's
you should be, because these are pretty cool.
So let me switch screens, and I'd like to I'm going to ask you a few things on about these coins. I want to know what you think.
All
Oh
right.
man, I have Unobtainium up here, and I wanted to keep that a surprise.
Oh, here we go.
Oh
Surprise,
gosh. Well, wait.
surprise.
Surprise, surprise. I have a lot of Unobtainium. Like
Uh,
you might think, well, what?
if you guys have
Unobtainium?
no idea what this is, that's okay. I didn't
It's
either.
okay. Unobtainium is just a copycat coin with a low, very extremely low supply. So that's why they came up with the name Unobtainium. Well, not really, because where we talked about
Yeah,
where they got up with the name. What was the movie that was?
it was from Avatar.
Exactly.
uh,
So this coin is redonkulous.
well, this is one of the biggest holdings, guys. Here we go.
Exactly. And this is not. I have some in Cryptopia and I have some in another exchange, which probably they delisted this coin, and that's why I'm in my portfolio. I have a lot, and I need to probably move it to another exchange and probably dump this coin. But who knows? You know what? This coin's not going anywhere because even though there's no developers, somebody might take it over and start improving it, right?
Yeah.
And then it could go to the moon from there. So is that gonna happen? Probably not. But I'm not gonna lose sleep over the losses here.
Yeah.
And
Because
why is that?
you already profited.
Exactly. Exactly.
You secured your profits. Paid yourself.
Exactly. Exactly. And that's the key thing, right? And that's why I love about the little old lady strategy. It's so easy to secure your profits and still have that coin. So if you really, really love a coin, just take my advice, learn how to do it with learn how to trade with the little old lady strategy, and you'll be able to not only have the coin, but also pay yourself for holding that coin. So you have the coin for free. Like I have this unobtainium for free. Now, looking at the charts here, I'm pretty impressed. Like, this is going back, this is on Cryptopia, it's going back only to the 2017 when we had this big rush here. But take a look at the volume. Now, of course, Cryptopia does not have a huge volume when it comes to trading cryptos. But if we take a look at other exchanges, are we seeing the same pattern? Yes, we are here. Yes, we are here. Guess what, people? Whoever owns these coins, they're not selling. Actually, and you could see that money's coming into this for some strange reason. And I don't know why. Honestly, that you're gonna have to do some fundamental analysis on this coin. And if you want to learn how to do some fundamental analysis, I've posted a fundamental analysis document that I will be making constant changes to. Check out that video. I will be linking that video below, along with Patrick's video on the first part. And I think if you really want to get in this name, if you did your fundamental analysis and you thought, okay, well, you know what, this fourth tier coin, this is definitely a fourth tier coin. Cool. No doubts about that. Don't you agree, Patrick?
100%.
Definitely a fourth tier coin. Where would you be buying, Patrick, if you were interested in this really stinky name?
I'm about to see. It's a big if, right? If you were interested. I mean, I have to go by drawing the fib, look at
Yeah.
the levels, look at the 61.8.
Uh,
Actually, probably even a little bit lower than that.
yeah, you know what? I think
Given the
should we
volume and
take
stuff,
this.
probably much lower than that.
Yeah, should we take this wick? I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that because
You're
you know
gonna.
what? Look at this. This came down to the 88.6, right? And you know what? The thing is, if you did some trend lines, and this is not part of the little lady strategy, but you know what?
It doubled
This,
though.
yeah, exactly. You're getting your
It
doubles
worked.
here, right? You could buy down here. You could buy down here. Let's see. Would you've gotten a double from here on the 78.6? 11 to 22. Yes, there you go. Right here, you could have like
Yep.
had a couple nibbles down here. You could have had double nibbles down here, and definitely gotten your money back on this name. It could have done it again down here as well. Got bought back in
Yeah,
at
doubled
the
again.
88, doubled again. There you go. I mean, it doesn't matter. It doesn't mean like fourth tier coins are very risky. So make sure you only put in like 0.050 something percent, right? How much percent would you put in this,
Oh,
Patrick?
low, low. I mean, like on the majority of my trades, I go in like 5%, so I can have a few trades open.
Yeah.
But I would not put 5% in this.
Obviously not.
Special case.
Oh my God, I can't believe I got like I have like honestly, people, I have like almost three Bitcoins of this stuff. Wow, isn't that insane?
Yeah, do the math of how much US dollars you have in this. Uh,
Wow. Well, moving on to another coin
so
here.
that was one.
That was not as stupid as this one. Zcash. Sorry, Z E Z. What's the symbol for Zcash? It's
ZEC?
ZEC. Yes,
Yeah.
that's right. ZEC. And we're gonna take a look on Bittrex because most of my trades are done on Bittrex, and you can see right here I started to nibble. But when it came down, I decided, you know what, I'm buying down in this dip, this last dip here. That's where I'm buying. And you're not, you know what, you're looking at this, and most people, most of the public, general public, would look at this chart and go, oh my God, I don't want anything to do with this. But the little old lady, she'd look at this and start salivating. Why is that? Well, first off, Zcash is a really big name,
Yeah.
and it's not going anywhere. And you can see, although the volume has come dropped off a little bit, right, compared to where it was, even at the highs, the
Yeah.
volume is
Wow.
picking up as it goes down. Volume is coming into this name, not going out. We have we look at the Willy here, which everything looks like, oh my God, this thing looks like crap. But the prices you're getting huge bargain basement discount prices. I'm not saying to bet the farm here, not at all. But putting a half percent in this thing, I think you can get an easy double on this thing. Don't you agree?
Yeah, and over time, I think the big one is it builds up over time. Like a small percent might sound, and that's what I tell people as well. Like it sounds dumb and it's annoying at first when you have like when you first get into trading and you have one trade open or two trades open and you're using up 1% of your trading portfolio. You sat there and you're like, well, this looks dumb, but it adds up.
Exactly. All those little tiny bets, they add up. And besides, when you do like less than 1%, it allows you a chance to actually go back in if the price goes down
Yeah.
further. That's why I say like 0.25, point 0.5, point 0.1 or something like that. Because then it allows you to come back in and nibble at the coin again, right? And get a little bit more and a little bit more. And you could like either um, there's two ways to deal with that once you have multiple buys. Is one, you could either sell half on each and every time you bought, or you can do an average. I prefer to sell half on whatever buy I got in at. So if I bought here and I bought one down here, I would set a double for each buy order and not do an average. Sometimes I do an average, sometimes, but most of the times I don't,
Gotcha.
right? So looking at this coin, I can see that here's a 50% level from the last peak, right? This was the last peak for sure. You can see that at a 50% level, right? That's 0.03, and we're at zero point 0.1. So we could get at least one double off of this, or maybe even two. No, I don't think so. If we go from 0.15 to 3, yeah, we could get one double off of this
Yep.
at least. So set your like what I would do. I'd set some stink bids. What's called stink bids, where you're like way below the market because maybe somebody's going to like fat finger this thing and sell everything or rage quit. Oh man, this coin's not going anywhere. I'm selling everything.
I mean, it's happened.
And
There's occasion when people. I forget what the big one was, but somebody got Ethereum at like scraps. It's
exactly.
because they just put a buy order just in case.
hmm Exactly. And I wouldn't blame you if you put some buy orders like even stupid ones like below the 0.01,
No, I
just
think
in
this
case.
person put it at $17. Got Ethereum at $17 when it was worth
Wow.
like 100 something like recently, which is insane.
Wow.
I think it
Wow.
was
And
17. Don't quote me out. I'm pretty sure it was 17, somewhere around that.
awesome, man. That was the trade of the century right there. And he got like how many he could have I mean, how many doubles he could have made on that one if he
Oh
just did a
yeah.
little lady strategy, right? I mean, Jesus Christ. And then he did and if he didn't set his sell order, I mean, he's golden. He
Oh
sold
yeah.
half on at $150,
Which I'm
right?
assuming he didn't set it. I'm pretty sure he wasn't using the little old
No,
lady strategy just because I don't know what I have no words, but it worked.
exactly. So definitely set some stink bids because I think somebody's going to rage quit this thing. Looking at this chart, it looks like it wants to it wants to hurt people, but that's a good thing for you because you want to get in on this name because people are you can't give this thing away. Look at this. You can't give it away. So it's definitely a good buy, and I might be getting back into this as well. I'm gonna probably set some stink bids down here, somewhere in here, to see if I can get a rage quit. Buy.
And then
All
the main thing
right.
also is when you buy in like and you have your sell orders and shit, the target's set, right? Don't mess with it. Don't come back all the time. Don't be
No,
scared if it drops a little bit. Your targets are set.
exactly, because you have your profit. You have your easy way of taking profits. Don't get greedy too, because
Yeah.
you know what? What do you know the saying in the market? Bulls make money, bears make money, and pigs get slaughtered. So don't be a pig. Sell half on the double, right? If you
Secure
don't know
it.
how to trade and you do want to do something simple, that's the way you can make some money in this market
And if you
easily.
don't have a lot of time too, right? If you don't have the
Exactly.
time to just sit here all every day and looking at charts, looking at how things are working, set your sell orders and leave it.
That's it.
Because
That's it. And then
that's a big one I see people struggle with. Is like they'll buy in, it'll drop 2%, and they'll be worried.
exactly, exactly. I see that all the time, and I'm like, oh my God, please. You're when you're investing in the market, you're investing for the long term. If you're here to get large profits fast, sorry, go away. You're not gonna find it. Go to Vegas, right? Go to Vegas because you're gonna get the same kind of odds here on the market. if you're going to try to look for fast profits. Isn't that correct?
But yeah, I mean, like, there's obviously occasions, but it's the same with Vegas. Sometimes it works.
Exactly, of course.
But you don't want to bet on those times because you'll lose more often
Exactly.
than not.
Exactly, that's the point, right?
Yeah.
And so if you there's two things you can do. You can do the simple little old lady strategy, or you could learn how to trade like Patrick. Patrick's an excellent trader, and if you want, I think you have courses or something like that on that.
I have a
Is
trading
that correct?
group actually, so I post every single one of my trades, both altcoin and like trades on Bitmex, so for leverage trading. Um, and I just post my exact trades on there for people who are interested.
Awesome, awesome. Look at that. So you could follow him along on the trades, but I tend to find that that's people end up going into the following you on the trade, but then once a trade goes against them, they don't exit.
Yeah, I
And they
mean,
want,
I give the stop loss entries, targets, and all that, so people can set it up on like there's
uh
certain programs where you can set everything up already, so the trade's there. So whatever happens. You just have to have the discipline not to touch it or not to mess with it.
exactly,
The only time I
exactly.
do anything is since I trade with a stop loss, so I don't use the same strategy. Once I hit like the second target, I'll move my stop loss to break even.
Yeah.
That
So
way,
if
the
you
worst
want
case
to,
scenario secured.
yes, exactly. So if you want to know what he's talking about with the stop losses and targets and all that kind of stuff, it's really quite straightforward here. Let's just say, this is not a good let me see. Let me take this off here. But let's just say you were trading this particular coin, and I don't see any kind of trade here. Patrick, do you see a trade here that you could probably get into? I don't see one.
I probably wouldn't. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see one either. Probably at a lower time frame, I can find one, right? Let's see here. Ooh, eek. This does not. I don't. Okay.
I might have moved on to another altcoin.
Wow. This does not look good on any
Yeah,
on the
there's
four
also some that you're
hour.
more comfortable trading, right? There's some um,
Yeah,
that you like get comfortable with the patterns and getting comfortable with like if you are a day trader, like with the technicals of it. Um,
yeah.
so I have my preferred altcoins, I guess.
Well, you know what? Let's just take this example. Let's just assume this bottom is going to hold. And then you know what? Your risk is very tiny because look at all the wicks here that they keep trying to break this bottom and it might hold. And you know what? Your risk to reward ratio. So let's break this down to a smaller time frame and delete this and put this on here. So if you wanted to do a little bit of a risk, this would be your stop loss. You're buying in probably about here. Stop loss right there. And so your risk, you could risk point, what is it? This such a tiny amount, it's not funny. Your risk is so low that you can say, okay, well, you know what? I'm going to risk to this, and I can say, "Look, you know what? See this gap because gaps like to be closed and like to be refilled. I'm going to risk to that gap, and then I can make a four, like it's really difficult to see, but it's a 4 point, almost 5 to 1 risk to reward ratio. So that means if the market goes up here, I'm going to get 5 times my money. If it goes past here, I'm going to say, okay, you know what? I'm walking away from this thing. It's crap, and this is where I'm selling. And what the problem is, people don't like to sell when the market goes against them, and that's what Patrick here is talking about. You have to, if you're going to follow Patrick, you're going to have to take those losses and get out of the market. And notice that this risk, percentage risk, is 0.8%. 0.8% risk. Come on,
Yeah,
nothing.
small loss.
It's small loss, right? So you have to set those risks
Yeah, because
when you're trying to make a
the
profit.
thing with day trading and technicals is patterns work sometimes, trend lines hold sometimes, trend lines don't hold sometimes, you know? So you have to be prepared for the instance that it doesn't hold. You drop below and then you look for another entry, look for another trade.
Exactly, and that's it. That's it. Now, just the key thing is make sure you follow that plan. Sell when you get out, when it's time to get out, and get out when it's time to get out, and take your profits when it's time to take your profits. Don't get greedy and don't get stupid and stay into the
100%.
trade.
But yeah, do you want to move on to your last one?
Yes, let's move on to the last one.
Let's see what you got.
What was what was it again?
Factum.
It was Factum. FCT. I like
I didn't even
Factum.
know the
Even
symbol for it. I'm not gonna lie.
I like Factum. They have a good idea. I don't know if you can see I have like a buy order coming
Hmm.
in there, like way down here.
If you draw the fail, I'm sure there's a reason for your buy order.
Exactly. Oh, there we go.
There,
Because
ooh.
I already profited twice. Right there, see? I bought a little bit here, a little bit here, a little bit here, and these two little lady
Doubled and a
sell
doubled.
orders. There you go. Paid. Goodbye. And I want to get back
Yeah.
in. There you go. So if I want to get back in, where am I getting it back in? At the 78. I'm starting to nibble at the 78.6. Probably buy some more at the 88.6 level as well if it gets down there. But I think because the market has turned on the altcoins, I don't think it's gonna get past too much past the
Yeah, you mentioned it
78.6.
in another video, right? That you were talking
Mhm.
about the bottoming of the altcoins.
Mhm. Exactly. I think the altcoins have bottom, and you can see there's plenty. The volume has come in on this thing, right? It's down, but it's lower than it's ever been. But look at the volume. Look at that. It's coming in. People are buying this thing. So I think this is a good coin to nibble. I would definitely recommend you guys, even if you buy in here, anywhere here, if you'd like take a nibble shot, I wouldn't mind that. I mean, oops, here, let me just put that back. I wouldn't mind anyone saying, okay, you know what, Davinci, I don't want to wait to the 78.6. I want to buy it right now. You know what? I don't have any problems with that because everything it's really low. The indicators are saying, you know what, this thing's oversold, way oversold, and it could go lower. But you know what? If you're willing to take the small risk and because you don't know when it's going to take off, that's all right. I've already made my profit. I don't care if my target doesn't get hit. It doesn't bother me, right? If you want to get in front of me, go be my guest, because I've made a ton of
It's just
money on
crazy
this
seeing
thing.
the green arrows, guys. If you guys see the green arrows, those are his where he bought, and then the red
Yeah.
arrows are where he sold, obviously. And you just look at
Hmm.
how the red arrows are higher than the green ones. That's all that matters.
Exactly. So that's our final coin for today.
Oh,
Thanks everyone for watching. And Patrick, do you have anything left to say? Do you have some place for our viewers to go check out your videos and a
yeah.
Twitter page maybe?
I don't have a Twitter, unfortunately. I just not up to date with that stuff. But I do have a YouTube channel. It is just Patrick Corsino. So there might be a link in the description for it. Otherwise, there will be a link
Yes.
to the video that we did of showing the other three altcoins on my channel. Again, some crazy names out there. Don't think you guys expected some of the ones that we got for you.
Definitely.
I think people expect like, oh, he's probably got like Ethereum. He's probably got a lot of
Dash.
Tron. Yeah.
Nope.
Maybe he's got some Neo. Nope. We got UNO, Factum, and Zcash. Uh, but yeah, hopefully we can make a lot more videos together talking about trading, since clearly you know a lot about trading as well. So because if
Yeah,
people are interested in it, to leave
definitely.
it, if you guys are interested in seeing more trading videos, leave them in the comments down below for Davinci. I'm sure he goes through all the comments. He'll read what you guys think,
Yes.
see what you guys want, and then see what we can do.
All right. Well, thank you very much. And thank you for watching, everyone. Bye for now.